Okay, here we go. Well, Monja, first of all, congratulations on making the Olympic team for Switzerland. What's when you got the news? What was your first reaction?
Um, I didn't really know how to react. Obviously, like a lot of joy and a proud moment. I think I just wanted to like scream out loud internally and externally. And then once I hung up with my coach, I called my parents right away and my sister. Make sure to let them know, and because they've been part of the process all the way. And then we had team lift during that time, so I went right back to the team and then told them, which is really exciting too.
You've been playing some international games for Switzerland. Did you? Was there any indication that they gave you that you were going to be on this team, or was it sort of like nerves is just waiting for that call?
Um, they never told me that I was gonna be part of the Olympic team at any of the camps, but I feel like me getting to go to the December camp was like not an indication, but like it was like kind of like okay, yeah, I'm really close to it because they brought their two starters and then me as a goaltender, so I was
Hmm.
at their goaltender. But it wasn't for sure at all until I got that call. So it was very like I was waiting for it. And I kind of knew like I had a feeling that it was going to be good, but like you obviously never know. So there's a lot of nervousness and like anxiety and excitement with it too.
This is when you were growing up in Switzerland. Was this something that you dreamed of one day that this would happen?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like basically ever since I started playing hockey, or since I was a little girl, I'd say, I used to like tell my parents, "Oh, once I make the Olympics, you have to come watch me," or my best friends. And it's always been like there, and especially once you like get to through the stages of like U18 teams. Um, so yeah, it was always a goal, and it's really fun that I like can achieve that now.
Of course, with women's hockey, we always hear about the United States and Canada. They're the top two teams in the world in women's hockey. What is it going to take to, knock off one of those teams and maybe get a medal?
Um, we know as like as Switzerland, I'd say that we're still a lot of steps behind USA and Canada. So I feel like every time we play them, it's just about keeping up for them and playing with them as good as we can with their physicality, their speed. We obviously have good goaltending that can keep us in games, and then like it's obviously really hard to get one of those like gold or silver medals.
Mhm.
But that bronze medal is for sure part of our goal. And we'll see. Like we performed well against the Czech and the Finns, even Sweden in those tournaments that we had, and we all are very close together. So we have a good chance, I'd say,
Yeah.
of competing for that bronze game.
How have you seen? How much has the women's game grown over in Europe? If you watch for what U.S. and Canada have done, how much has the sport grown over there?
I think a lot, especially. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I left 5 years ago, so
Mhm.
in 2021. Um, and when I left home, it was still like the only professional women's league at home wasn't even really professional. Like 14-year-old girls would start playing there,
Mhm.
and you would have to pay to play for certain leagues, or for most of them, especially for women's hockey. And now it's a completely different story. Like a lot of the pro men's team have women's teams, and they support each other, and then we actually get, or they get some sort of a salary, not anything near like the PWHL, but it's like you can work, I'd say like 50% and then play 50% hockey. And if you're international, you can be a full-time hockey player. So that's really exciting to see in Switzerland. And then obviously Sweden has a great league too, which is one of the best alongside.
Obviously you're excited about that, but how tough will it be to leave Union? I think your last game will probably be the Mayor's Cup game. How tough will it be to leave this late in the season while you guys are, battling for postseason position and the home ice, at least in the first round of the ECAC hockey tournament.
It's for sure a tough time to leave. Um, and I would love to like keep supporting the team and like keep go like chasing that playoff spot. But I also know that Emma and Emily both will have get their chances, and they're both good goaltenders. And I know they'll do great, and they'll like step up and help the team out. Especially Emma, like last weekend, she did great. So I'm not really worried about that goaltending position of doing a good job there of them too. But I would obviously love to be around the team and like keep pushing and hopefully getting that past that first round of playoffs and then keep going and towards that championship if possible. So it's a tough time to leave.
Do you think, yeah, I mean, your team is a root for you, but when like you guys play, I haven't looked at the schedule, but if you play U.S. or Canada, maybe, or will your teammates be rooting against you at that point?
um, I don't know. I feel like being able to say I know someone on that team might be biasing you a little bit. So I hope they would root a little bit for Switzerland or for both countries. I can't make them root for Switzerland, but I'd say they root for me and for Team USA.
What's it going to be like to walk in the opening ceremonies?
Um, I don't feel like I'll actually realize what I'm part of until I like get there and like be part of that. So I'm really excited to get to experience being amongst all those like insane athletes and I don't even know. Like I'm just really excited and it'll be probably one of a kind of a moment, like really special.
When do you leave for Italy?
I fly home like the day after Mayor's Cup, and
Hmm.
then we have like 2 or 3 days after, and I think we'll be in Milan on February 2nd.
Any concerns about, about the ice situation? I think I've heard the women's rink is okay, as opposed to the men's rink.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we haven't really seen any of the facilities. Our team managers have been there, and they said it should, like, it looks like it's fine. I've heard there's a lot more issues with the men's team, like you said, but I mean, nothing that we can influence or change. So we'll have to adapt to whatever we'll get once we get there, and yeah, I'm sure we can do that.
Well, Monja, thank you for doing this. Congratulations again, and we'll be watching on the NBC networks and see how you guys do.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks again for doing this. Appreciate it. Mary, thanks for letting me know because I have my computers ready to go just in case you got early, and we were way early. All
Okay. Bye,
right.
guys.
Thanks. Take